Today we are playing this budget blue-black control deck featuring only 7 rares. Let's start with those. We're playing 4 copies of Chrome Host Seedshark, a 3-mana 2/4 flyer that incubates whenever we cast a non-creature spell. This card serves so many different roles in our deck. It can stabilize the board early and serves as our main win condition. We're also playing 3 Planeswalkers, 2 copies of Jace, and 1 copy of Kaito. Planeswalkers are essential in control decks as a way to generate long-term value while we counter and kill our opponent's stuff. The rest of the deck is just that. Tons of removal spells like Rona's Vortex, Cut Down, and Go for the Throat. Counter spells like Essence Scatter and Make Disappear, plus card draw including Tainted Indulgence, Thirst for Discovery, and the powerful 5-mana saga Behold the Unspeakable. This buys us some time and refills our hand late in the game. Finally, we're playing 2 copies of Malicious Malfunction because this deck is otherwise very weak to go-wide strategies. So, that's the deck. Let's jump into the games. Really like this hand, actually. We'll start on the tap land, pass on turn 2 with our interaction or draw. Opponent is on Faeries. So it is definitely tempting to make them sacrifice that, purely because their cards get really good. I'm going to pass for now. I don't know if that's right or not. It's a pretty bad card to waste a removal spell on because they could just exile it to draw later. But if they just go Ego Drain on me right now, I'm going to be a little bit sad. A couple of their cards are dead against us, which is nice. The Fairy Fencings are not good if they're playing those. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to draw. They have flash threats. Let's discard tap land. And here we try to stick the Jace. That's interesting. I think I'd rather lose Jace to the counterspell. Actually, no, I'd rather lose Seedshark to the counterspell. They have other ways to deal with the Seedshark. If we can fight through a counterspell to stick our Jace, it's probably going to be harder for them to remove that than our Seedshark. Seedshark dies to a bunch of their removal spells if they're playing them. So they choose to flash in a 2/2. Okay, so there's the Fairy Fencing. Another Dream Thief. We would love one of our Malicious Malfunctions, would be fantastic right now. So we can... let's just play out Jace, tick him up.
Emotions are distractions. Focus on the
Start to get some
beyond your
loyalty counters on him here. Okay, they're sending everything at Jace, so that's good. He's buying us some time. And we really, really want to draw into our Malicious Malfunction here. So we're going to... I just tick him up again and pass? I think so. We're going to tick him up one more time. And we'll pass the turn. We can draw with Thirst, remove something. Okay, there's Fairy Mastermind. Let's go ahead and remove that. If they counter it, that's fine. Okay, and let's pass the turn. So we want to keep mana up for Thirst, so we really don't want to counter something. If they play Talion, I'll counter Talion. Okay, they're choosing to attack us now. Draw. Or tie. Okay. Come on, Malfunction. Would be amazing here. Yes! Okay, so we're going to discard tap land. Actually, let's discard Make Disappear and Edict. Yeah, because we want to hit a land drop. Okay, no untapped land. This might get a scoop. So good. Alright. Now hopefully they just try to play Talia. Nope, nothing there. We get to go Seedshark. Hold up our counterspell. Okay, I'm gonna... do I do this? to get a 2/2 on the board. They could probably play around it anyway. If they drop Italian, I'm going to be really sad. All right. You got me. I can't... I don't want to pass with... Hey, there's something. Okay, so this is good. So they're not going to be able to counter this. We can afford the tax. Okay, Obira will counter. We actually would love them to play more threats. Sure. So we can cut down. Yeah, we kill this in response, and then we pay the 3. Okay. They only have 1 mana. Their counter spells are 2. They have a spell pierce. I'm so sad. Ooh. Come on. Yes. All right, we resolve. Okay, so now we're in a pretty good spot. I think enters an after your draw step. So we can kill this thing because we want to draw more cards. So we're going to empty our hand. We go to draw. We have 4 or less. We should just get to draw 4 cards. Excellent. Okay. Play a land. Should be able to resolve Jace here. We'll pay the full. We have so much mana now. Okay, exiling the fairy. And we will... We're not... Put him down to 3. Well, we can protect him, so we're going to mill them.
No secret escapes my grasp.
And pass the turn. No problem. Okay, once. Let's go ahead and make them sacrifice. Let's go. That was a great game. This looks solid. Play the tap land. Odds that we feel the pressure to bounce something on turn 1 is unlikely. And then pass with counters up. We will counter anything they play. Playing mono red artifacts. Let's go ahead and play Kaito. Phases out.
I won't let
So we'll go ahead and make our unblockable token here.
Who can help?
Okay, epic here. So our malicious malfunctions are going to be really good here. We can draw into those. Alright, so let's attack first. Draw a card. Nothing
There's no
yet.
secret I can't uncover.
We did already get a card out of him, so he's not completely wasted. We really wanted to hit one of our malfunctions. We only have 2 in the deck, so it's not unsurprising we haven't drawn into one yet. We don't care about the synthesizers. That's good enough. They're tapped out now. They're tapped out of red. So deny them of some gas here. Oh, didn't expect this, the other land. So we're going to take a little bit of damage here in exchange for getting to draw more cards. Okay. They're going to sack. They are. Sending some at us. They're really making sure that Kaito's dead. So we'll let that happen. And we're going to draw.
I'll try again later.
No luck on that. Let's discard one of these. There it is. Okay. Nice. Alright, so we missed a point of damage, actually, by not attacking, but that's okay. They get to start pecking at us with the Ronin again. So we're not out of the woods yet, for sure. We're not out of the woods yet. What would we like to draw here? There's another malfunction. Okay. We have to get rid of that thing. So we have to just pass. Counter, cut down, draw. Oh no, we don't have quite enough mana for that. So maybe just counter and draw. Yeah, heads up play. Making a 2-2 here. Doesn't have haste. Okay, so we gotta counter this. Can't let them do that every turn. We are going to take a little bit more damage to be able to draw cards. Okay, we'll discard a land. And we go... just pass again. Maybe they overextend. Okay, so does this have haste? We could make them... okay. Alright. It's gonna be a tough one. So we get a 1-1. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's cut down the 2-1. How does this work? How do we force them? No, we cut down the 2-2. That thing becomes a 3-1. We Rona's Vortex this thing. We only take 2 damage down to 5. Another cut down. We need to draw into our Seed Sharks to be able to block here. Okay, so we go cut down. Okay. Sack a non-token creature. You don't want them to be able to turn on the Foundry. Urbrath's Forge is really good against us, unfortunately. That's not gonna save us. Alright, good game. Okay, keeping. Opponent took a mulligan. Okay, starting with Evolving Adaptive. So hopefully we don't get curved out on here too hard, since we're on the draw. We have counter spells, not removal, at the moment. Okay, opponent, no turn to play. We get to pass with mana up. We will counter anything. Just want to keep them off the board if we can. Okay, passing. Let's discard a Make Disappear. Actually, yeah, let's discard one of our Make Disappears. And pass again. We have counters and draw. Kind of hard to win with mono green when you're not committing to the board constantly. Whenever an aura enters the battlefield, we'll counter that. Good enough. We get hit for 1. And now we could play Jace and tick him up. We don't get to double spell, unfortunately. They probably don't have removal. A Seed Shark. So we'll just go ahead and drop that. We'll start getting our incubator tokens online. They pass the turn. Playing against another budget deck, which is always nice to see. Let's go ahead and we'll just do this. I'm going to hit our land drop here. Okay, we'll discard a Thirst. Play a land. Do we attack? Go ahead and drop Jace. Keep incubating. And then we... -3, -0. Royal treatment. Alright, got us with that. So we do have a block here. If they grow... the adaptive, we're a little bit sad. Okay, so we're gonna block the genealogist. Okay, so they couldn't grow it at instant speed, so that's nice. We'll get to tick up Jace again. Let's see. Our land drop. Get another Seedshark down. Keep mana up our tokens here. Okay, another one. Pass the turn. No attacks yet. And then once Kaito comes down, we can start refilling our hand, start casting our thirsts. And we have blocks, we can just turn this into a 4/4. Putting 2 charge counters are going to destroy the Seedsharks, but they would also destroy their genealogists. Alright, good game. Nice seeing other budget decks in the queue, though, for sure. Got a mulligan this. This is much better. We'll put back one of the malfunctions. And start on a tap land. We draw into some interaction. Okay, looks like our opponent is going to try to hit some land drops here, I'm assuming. Probably playing against, like, mono blue tempo. Okay, let's go for untapped land. We have interaction or a draw. Okay, Festival Crasher. We're gonna draw, actually. We could have them invest some mana into that. We have 2 black. Let's discard a tap land. Play this. Pass the turn. They invest a ton of resources into the Festival Crasher. We can have them sack it in response in case they have a hexproof trick. It's fine. If they just give us 1 damage, totally cool. We're just going to draw instead. And we'll discard a basic land. Okay, untap. Play another land. And we take a little bit of damage this way from the Spell Spear. Putting them on protection spells. We want them to invest some resources first. They might have Spell Pierce. So this is a little bit risky, what we're doing, but... the Sheoldred's Edict does get around protection spells pretty nicely. Let's go for Sheoldred's Edict first. Sacrifice a non-token creature. We're fine with them sacrificing either one. And I think we'll pass to damage, actually. So I can draw. Discard. Discard an Essence Scatter. And tap land. Pass the turn. And they're not tapping out of those last few lands. So clearly protection of some kind. Okay, so we can do this twice. Just try it. We're going to try to destroy it. And I think they might have a protection spell, but we can respond with our own. Or do we counter it? Yeah, maybe counter's better here, actually. Alright, good game. Thanks for watching, and if you made it this far, don't forget to drop a like and consider subscribing for future budget decks just like this one. We'll see you next time.